Hi. So let's see what is workflow and how to process it. So workflow helps the organization to manage their project life cycle and the project status overall efficiently. So there are three stages in the workflow that have been defined, which is preparation, review, and sign off. So, in order to process the workflow for a particular project, what we are supposed to do is that we just need to log into our add-in Iris Carbon Hive, and once we have opened the add-in, the project will be shown over here as we can see. Now, to process the workflow, we just need to click on the project name, and all the sections for that particular project will be visible over here. So now, as we can see, that there is a gray circle and a yellow circle displaying some letters in it. So the gray circle actually highlights that the workflow for that particular section has not been configured, whereas the yellow circle with the letter P indicates that the workflow has been configured and the section is in the preparation stage. Now, to start processing the preparation stage for the workflow, the user with the preparer rights, they need to lock the section at their end. So once the section is locked, they will be receiving a message as section locked successfully. And now to process the preparation stage, they just need to click on the ellipse, and in the ellipse, they'll be able to see an option as submit section. So once the preparer clicks on submit section, a small pop-up will open in which they just need to enter the comment if required and click on the submit button. So please note that while submitting the particular stage, it is not mandatory to enter a comment, it's completely optional. So herein I'm just going to, as a preparer, I'm just going to click on the submit button, and once clicked on the submit button, the section will be submitted and my workflow will move to the next stage, which is my review stage. Now as we can see, the yellow circle over here highlights that the section is in the review stage and the letter R in the circle. The review stage, once the preparation is done, so it moves on to the review stage, and the user with the reviewer rights will only be able to process the same. So now the reviewer who is assigned as a reviewer in the project, they just need to click on this ellipse and they'll be getting an option as submit section for submitting the review stage. Now in order to submit the review stage, they just need to click on the option as submit section. So once they click on the option submit section, a small pop-up will open in which they can either submit the stage or they can reject the stage as necessary. So, if everything works fine in the preparation and everything is as smooth, so user can actually submit the stage. And in case if they found that something is wrong in the preparation, they can reject the stage by clicking on the reject button. Please note that while rejecting any particular stage, it is mandatory to enter the comments. Also, when the stage is going to be rejected, it will move on. The workflow will be processed to the previous stage, which was the preparation stage. So now, assuming that everything is fine over here, I'm just simply going to click on the submit button, and my workflow will be processed and section will be submitted successfully. Now we can see that the stage is in sign off for the section, and it will be highlighted in a circle, yellow circle with the symbol S. The user with the sign off rights will only be able to process this sign off stage. In order to process the sign off, the user with the sign off rights need to click on the ellipse, and once they click on the ellipse, they'll be able to see the option as submit section. So once they click on submit section, they can either submit the review stage or reject this review stage as required. And in case they submit the stage, it will be highlighted in a green color showing that the section has been signed off and the workflow for this particular section has been completed. Now let's say in case if a sign off user wants to remove the sign off because of some discrepancy that has been found in the sign off stage, then they can simply click on the ellipse icon and they can click on the option as remove sign off. So once they're going to click on the option as remove sign off, a small pop-up will open in which a confirmation will be asked from the sign off user whether they want to remove the sign off or not. And while removing the sign off, it is necessary to enter the comments in the pop-up box. So let's say I'm just going to enter my some comments, remove sign off. And once the comments has been entered, I'm just going to click on the yes button in order to remove the same. So once the sign off has been removed successfully, my workflow will be processed back to the sign off stage as highlighted in the yellow circle with the symbol S.